Hi, I'm Katie Deighton, and this is your Friday and final roundup from Cannes Lions 2016. The advertising and marketing news from Cannes took a complete back seat today as news of the Brexit hit early in the morning. The atmosphere around the Palais was largely one of shock, as both British and European marketeers came to terms with a result not predicted by the polls. We chatted to delegates about what this could mean for their businesses and the future of the industry.
Yeah, I think being in a global company is definitely a strength in the sense that we're used to working with other countries and other continents and other markets, all the time. And I hope that we've got a global perspective as opposed to purely a national perspective, and that will enable us to, in effect, sort of feel more unperturbed by what the uncertainty that's definitely going to happen.
In terms of contingency plans, we've been thinking for a while about how we work with talent across different countries in quite a fluid manner. So that's something that I think the industry is going to be forced into speeding up, actually. So that is one of the things we've been looking at, definitely. And in terms of on the media side, we've been looking at the big pan-European deals that cover the UK, other markets, and seeing what we do with those going forward. But there's no doubt that they'll be slowed down and more regulation there, so it's going to be tricky.
I'm so sad and so angry. I think like most people, it's the more you think about it and the more you reflect on what it means, the more profound I think that sadness is going to get for everybody. It's an avoidable human disaster that will take decades to play out.
As a startup, particularly one that has a big presence in the northeast of England, which has had a lot of support from the EU, not only in terms of venture capital investment, which has come from the European Investment Bank and regional development funds, but also investment in big capital projects like the building of high quality research centres and state-of-the-art office blocks. I'm really worried about what's going to happen.
Trading fear with fear is not how you win this argument. So you've got Remain were talking about fear things, like you're going to, all the things that could possibly happen, where they should have been talking about togetherness and what it means to be a community and looking after each other. So for me, that's just really disappointing.
I think the opportunity for us is to be even more inspirational and even more creative. I think if you look at a global market, it's all about a premium product. Advertising in the UK is a premium product. Lots of people over the world want to buy it. We're a centre of excellence. I'm just going to focus the business down on being even more excellent than we already are. Strategically better creative work, and I think there'll be lots and lots of people all over the world that will be wanting to work with people like that.
As the final results came in this morning, Richard Edelman sat down for a discussion with the AM Partnership's Johnny Hornby, as well as News UK's COO David Dinsmore. The sombre talk was largely one of uncertainty, and Hornby told the crowd that he has already had clients from big corporations emailing and texting him, worried about whether to invest in the UK. And finally, history was made again today as UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon brought together the Big Six in advertising on stage. Dentsu, Havas, Omnicom, Publicis, IPG and WPP have agreed to put aside their competitive tendencies in order to help fulfill the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. The Common Ground programme will see each group focus on a specific area of the goals throughout the coming year, as well as working collaboratively whenever possible. The event, or PR stunt as some are calling it, may have been overshadowed by the Brexit news. However, it was well received nonetheless. That's it from me, and that's it from another year at Cannes. Make sure you stick with the drum for all your international marketing news, and we'll see you back here in 2017. The liquor has been dubbed Born and Bred, and the actor discussed the inspiration behind the drink with the Chief Branding Officer of United Talent Agency, Larry Vincent. He said, "I know when you hear some dumb actor is launching their own vodka brand, everyone does a collective eye roll, but we're going to do things differently and create a community of real friends."